Libra, welcome to Black Star Tarot, guys. We're doing your fortune reading for the month. These are the decks that we're going to be using because I'm too lazy to put them in the description. I'm not really lazy, I'm just really busy. But anyway, these are the decks we'll be using for those of you who want to see. And we're going to get started with your reading. We're going to start with our tea leaves because they be giving us the truth. You know what I'm saying? All right, so what can Libra expect to come in for this month? All right, so we have someone is behaving stupidly. We have someone is going out of your life. And we have warning you of a problem either now or in the future. All right, so guys, be on the lookout. All right, we got some suspicious energy going on right now. So we got somebody that might be going somewhere. Maybe that's you. Maybe that's someone else. All right, maybe because somebody been acting stupid. All right, but this is a problem. But it looks like the problem is leaving, right? Because somebody's going, you know, out of your life. So I'm excited, okay? Whatever this is. All right, but pay attention to that that warning, because I feel like this is a person that's probably a problem. So we got stepping into a new experience. That is awesome. I love the way that foot is just kind of like arched out. Like it's just, it reminds me of somebody stepping out of the door, okay? That's what it reminds me of. So you guys stepping into a new experience, and we have this muddled, unclear thinking. So the first thing that comes to my mind, I ain't even gonna hold y'all, is just a negative person. That's the first thing that comes to my thoughts right now. All right, and so some of you are like leaving one problem and you're walking into a whole new experience. And I feel like some of you is with the same person. And without turning this into a love reading, I ain't gonna do that unless I have to. All right, I just feel like whatever this is, and you know, whatever resonates is on its way out. Okay, so we have abundance. I like it. Meeting somebody new. All right, some type of new beginning, new direction, new adventure. All right, something's waiting for you this month, Libra. That's going to make you forget all about the past. You understand? That's kind of how, that's kind of like how I'm feeling. And I just need, I feel like I just need a little second, you know, because to reflect on this. There, see, this to me, it almost feels like there, like I said, relationship with somebody here, okay, that it's just been, you know, it says muddled, unclear thinking. So this person has, somebody has somebody's thoughts. So either this is you that's that's behaving stupidly, or it's another person. And I feel like you knew better, you knew better, you know, but for some reason you did not follow your intuition, okay? You were not thinking clearly in some way. And I feel like you kind of got yourself involved. Maybe you thought that this person had changed, okay? It says lucky times ahead of you, along with good news, success, and prosperity. So now that you're stepping away from it, now you're going to get to see like the sunshine brighter. Because when you have negative people that are still in your life, or that are in your life still, you know, in your life, it absorbs your energy. Like it constantly steals from you. But look at how the energy is shifting, okay? You went from stupid people, you know, to not thinking clearly, to losing someone here, you know, and now you're just like, you know what, fine, go. It says a guardian angel is watching over you. Feel their presence. So you may be feeling guided at this point to release something right now because it's changing. You know, this is a fortune reading, and fortune usually talks about, you know, events that are going to happen, you know, or some type of change in your luck, you know, things of that nature. And so I feel that a lot of you, if you have ever had like down times in your life, meaning if you've been sad, you've been hurt, I feel like it's been because of other people. Not because your car got repoed, not because your bills ain't paid, not because you can't have the finer things that you desire. I feel like your hard times, Libra, has been because of a person that, you know, you're dealing with. Your sad times has been because of an individual, not a particular circumstance. And that's just the energy that I'm feeling from this reading, okay, guys? But that all of that's changing. You're stepping into, you know, some type of new experience. And hopefully it's with love. Here we go. Love life, I told you. Like, and communication. the arguing, the fighting, the back and forth, right? You know, you put positive, all kinds of positive energy into someone here, and you pretty much don't get nothing back. Okay, communication is jacked. All right, you've been warned before, you've been through this before, and you know, and here we go. I told you it was love life. I can sense it, y'all, and you could too. You know, like I said, I don't, you know, I try not to turn the readings into love readings, but if I have to, then I have to. Because the cards say what they want to say. Okay. So let's talk about this person. All right. For some of you, you're married to them, or you're in some type of solid relationship, because the Hermit came out. Look at all these major arcanas here. You got Temperance and you got the Hierophant. So for those of you who are married, this was it. All right, it could be with a Taurus, it could be with another Libra, it could be with a Sag, it doesn't have to be. The Hierophant speaks of lessons learned, it talks about solid relationships, it talks about marriage, it talks about belief, you know, all of those things. Okay, so this tells me a lot about what's going on, you know, here. All right, lots of lessons learned with this person, lots of challenges with them. Again, you know, you could have lived with them, because you know, Hierophants aren't like, you know, they're usually solid relationships. People usually live together, or they're married to them, you know, or they've been together a really long time. So you've been with this person for a really long time. All right. Temperance can represent Sag. There's a strong, your strong Sag energy here. So you could be dealing with a Sagittarius, doesn't have to be. And we also have the Queen of Wands. Okay. So Sag is kind of written all over this reading, or some type of fire sign in some way. You know, it doesn't have to be, but also could be a earth sign, but really feeling like fire energy pretty heavy here. But anyway, Temperance is telling us, like, look, you need to, you know, gain control of yourself. All right, you need to gain control of yourself, take control of your love life right now, love yourself more, you know, than this person that you're walking away from. And that's exactly what's happening. Like, you've made the decision, maybe you just decided to like, take a quick break. All right, because Temperance speaks of, you know, taking things in moderation, you know, putting things back in balance, you know, trying to figure out what the purpose of all of this is, right? Why does this person talk to you? Like, why do they do that? What is the purpose of it, right? What is the purpose of this relationship? What is the purpose of me being married to you? What is the purpose of me being here, right? What is the purpose of me loving you, right? Because we have this Queen of Wands. Now, whoever you're dealing with is probably very attractive, very sexy, because the Queen of Wands don't play. She always looks good, all right? She's very confident, you know, she's very magnetic, but she also can be very spicy, right? So this person that you're dealing with could be a little spicy, could be a little mean, but there is attraction, you know, between the two of you, but it's not enough. It doesn't seem like it's enough, because somebody's leaving, right? Somebody's about to step into a whole nother new experience when it comes to their love life. So I feel like this month you may have some challenges, you know, in the love front. Okay. I don't know where this is going, Libra, but I can definitely tell you that somebody's leaving. Whether they're gonna come back, well, who knows? You know what? Let's just be newsy. Let's grab another card. I'm just curious. I'm just curious. 2 and 3. I'm just gonna flip. And look who comes out. So, could be dealing with Capricorn. Doesn't have to be. But this is the toxicity that, you know, I was talking about, right? What is the purpose of all of this? For some of you, particularly with the Queen of Wands and the Devil, this is just an extremely strong sexual attraction between you and this person. But again, I don't feel like it's enough to kind of keep you guys together, because it's toxic. It's toxic. It's like, it's back and forth. Your communication is messed up. Like, this whole relationship, you know, needs a hug. All right. Or it just needs to end. But nevertheless, I'm going to actually leave this here, Libra. So I see, like, I think that you're packing your bags up. I think you're ready for something new. I think you're just ready to go, right? Some of you may not know what to do about it. Maybe you're still thinking about it. Maybe you and your person are still communicating right now, trying to figure out, do I go? Do I stay? Okay, it's your fault. No, it's your fault. You know, how come we can't get along? Because I feel an energy here where somebody just wants to get along, because you have abundance, right? So somebody wants to start over again. Someone wants to get along, but I feel like somebody doesn't know how to act right. All right, and if you have challenges with this individual, you have challenges with them in always communicating, trying to love them, you know, trying to figure them out. But I think some of you are just getting a little tired of it. You know, this energy has that twin flame stench to it, right? But there's something that's keeping you guys together with this devil here. So I don't know what it is. Maybe you're stuck with them in some way if you're married to them. I don't know. That could be the case. But I do feel like, you know, someone's just really bothered. You know, like, you know what, I'm done. Just I'm over this. All right, so that's what I have for you, Libra. I will see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if the message resonated.